Welcome back to Hodgepodge. Today I am at the Westcott Ballroom, a underground venue in Syracuse, New York, with Mannequin Pussy from Philadelphia. Guys, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Oh, you're welcome.
Great to have you here. So you're on tour currently, and where are you going next?
Burlington?
Yeah, Burlington, New Hampshire. And then
Yeah, Burlington, then Portsmouth, and then back home.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you been on tour for?
well, this is a pretty short one. We're calling this one the Summer Fling Tour.
Well, we started maybe 7 days ago.
Yeah, so 10 days of touring,
8
home for a
shows.
month, and then back out for like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So how did you all get into music? What inspired you to pick up an instrument?
All the music I liked when I was 16 was guitar music, was rock music. And I really wanted to play in a band as a teenager. But it wasn't really something that like a lot of my close friends were into. So I took a few lessons with a neighbor, this guy Chris Robinson, who's just like really, really talented guy. But then I didn't want to learn like scales and notes and things like that. I just wanted to do songwriting. Like I would just go in there. I only took like a few lessons with him, but learned how to make a power chord and the basic introduction to like songwriting I got with him. And then like when I was 24, I really started playing again with the Nazi, and then kind of like self-taught from there.
How did the whole band form? Was it an overnight thing?
No, it's like a many years thing. Yeah.
I mean, me and Marcia started the band, 5 years ago or something. And then played as a two-piece. I used to play drums. She played guitar and sang. We did that for at least a couple of years, I guess. We had a drummer for a while, did our first tour, did a record. Kayleen joined the band. We did another huge tour, wrote a bunch of new songs.
Yeah, we did like Kayleen joined the band.
And we
then
toured the next week.
Yeah, we toured the next week. We like played like 2 shows together in one night, which
Oh, God,
we've never
right.
done before. And then we went like on a month-long tour together, and it was pretty fucking cool. And then it just kind of there's always been like a very natural evolution of things.
I feel like we tried to not force anything.
Yeah.
But the most recent record was...
The 4 of us.
Yeah, all 4 of us.
Nice. And you've been many places now. Do you have like a favorite spot? Or do you have many favorite places?
I think many.
Yeah.
We love Murray, Kentucky.
That was always
Yeah,
my go-to.
Love Murray, Kentucky. Haven't been there in a while. We owe them a visit.
Nashville, Austin.
Nashville's amazing.
Minneapolis.
Austin's good.
Lancaster, Pennsylvania last night.
Yeah,
Lancaster.
Lancaster was great.
really good.
And so you guys have been on Audio Tree. What was that like? Was it a unique experience?
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I never heard or knew anything about it until literally the day of.
Yeah,
and then,
me too.
And then they were like, "You're gonna do it." I was like, "Oh, this seems simple. Like you just play it." And then they were like, "All right, you're gonna play it too. You're gonna be live." And I was like, "Wait, hold on. So this is live?"
Yeah.
But it was awesome. The Audio Tree people treated us really well, and it's a wonderful team they got going on, and they do some pretty cool stuff for I think the Chicago area.
And you were also on Breakthrough.
Yeah, that was pre-Bear.
Pre-Bear.
PB.
So not even
days.
worth it to go into.
That was a lot of fun, though.
It was.
I
Yeah.
definitely enjoyed that.
Travis is cool.
I just remember he bought a bunch of Modelo
Modelo,
tall
yeah.
boys, and by the end of it, I probably
It's
had
like a pyramid
5
of
of them. Yeah, it
Modelos.
was ridiculous. And we went up to the roof. I remember that was really nice. I remember all his questions were pretty goofy.
Anything planned for 2017 or 2018 now that we're halfway through the year?
We have
got
the
a
rest
lot.
of the year planned out.
Yeah, I feel like a kid in elementary school whose like parents have like planned out the rest of their year a little bit, but like we know every show we're playing for the rest of this year at this point, and then after that is a mystery.
Yeah,
We're
because we
gonna-
don't have any concrete 2018 plans.
No.
Right.
As far as I
songs.
know. Yeah, well, yeah.
That's,
Finish,
that's our,
finish a new record. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start recording the next record.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Any thoughts of what the name might be?
Of the record? Yeah, there's some thoughts, but I'm not gonna say shit right
Really?
now.
I haven't given a single thought to what we're going to name the record.
Who have been your biggest inspirations for your sound in this project?
I mean, I'm sure we'll have different answers. I mean, I feel like we all listen to different types of music, and I think that shows itself in a cool way. Where I feel like we're not dedicated to any one specific style or sound or anything, just because we all listen to different stuff. It's, I mean, for the new songs, I don't know if I could replace anything, even for me personally. But I'm sure one of you might have something specific in mind, right?
Not for the new ones. The new ones are kind of like,
All over the place? I mean, I guess less all over the place.
we're both all over the
Sort of.
place, but I feel like I'm less able to tie them to something that already exists.
Well, I think the groovy song, actually, never mind. At first I thought it sounded like a Sonic Youth song, but now it doesn't.
You always think that at the beginning of a lot of our
I
songs.
think because a lot of them do start off sounding like Sonic Youth. And that's probably my fault, because I love them.
I'm a huge fan of the Breeders.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say that like, I think that for all of us and the kind of musicians that we are, we're not really a band that like is, when we sit down to write together or we're in the writing process, we're like, listen to this song, listen to this, listen to that. It's very natural for how we write. That it's just kind of coming from our own place. And then even like when people always try to talk to you about like what you sound like, people are always mentioning like 10 different bands, which is cool. So I wouldn't want to remind anyone so strongly of one thing that, you know, we exist in that thing's shadow forever.
Yeah, I don't want to be one of the 10,000 bands that like reminds people of Joy Division. You know? As much as I love Joy Division.
How does the writing process work? Is it a collective effort?
I feel like it depends on the song.
Yeah, song to song.
Yeah.
There are some songs that come to practice and it's like, oh, wrote this riff, wrote this song, this is this. And then we all put our own spin into it. And then there are other songs that just kind of start with like a seed of an idea, and then we help each other to bring
Over the
that
course
out.
of a year. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, we spend a
Yeah.
long time writing things,
Yeah.
it feels
We
like.
try not to rush anything. At least I try not to rush anything.
And we also definitely take songs out, you know, that aren't completely finished on tour. And that's where like a lot of the finishing ideas,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely, yeah.
we have, you know, each night to try out different little things for it. I think that definitely is a big part of our writing process.
Yeah.
Totally. Especially now that we play a lot of shows.
Have you ever had a nightmare gig?
Many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely Utah was definitely the worst. It's definitely
Sucked pretty bad.
high on the list of it was a bad night.
What happened? In,
But the show we
Utah?
played was good. I mean, the actual
Set
show
was
wasn't
fine.
good. but
Everything
what we
about it
actually
was
played
great, but the execution was done so poorly that it became like just a bad night.
No, it was the worst show of all time. I honestly don't think that we've played many bad shows since like we've all been together. We've been
No true
very
disasters.
lucky. Yeah, no true
Yeah.
disasters. But Salt Lake City was an actual disaster. It was like
Yeah.
a real dumbass.
Well, yeah, but no one got hurt. All the bands got to play.
I got hurt. My fucking
Wow.
my
Yeah.
coat caught on fire.
Really?
You singed a part of your coat. Yeah.
It
So what
melted
happened now?
completely.
I don't know what.
Oh, we played this show. It was on a Tuesday night before Thanksgiving, in a very very cold warehouse. It cost $10 to get in, and we got there at like 8 p.m. and then the first band didn't start till like almost 11:30. And there were 3 bands. There was an hour and a half changeover between the first band and the second band. It was fucking freezing in the warehouse. I like brushed up against like this
Wood burning stove.
wood burning stove, and my coat caught on fire and like melted half of it, and then melted my pants. And then at the end of the night, the promoter gave us like $40 because he was like, "Oh, like this is all I had," and I was like, "Motherfucker, you definitely
No.
made more than like $500 at the show. Where's the rest of the money?" And he was like, "Oh, I had to pay myself back for the booze," and he was just giving away all the alcohol for free the entire night instead of
Yeah,
like,
charging $10 for an open bar, basically.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So poorly. It could have
Disaster.
been amazing.
It could have been a
Yeah.
great
Could've been
show,
really great.
Yeah.
but
Poorly executed.
yes, poorly
Yeah,
executed.
we'll leave it at that.
What would you say would have been your best gig?
We've had. I think
We
we've had
just
lots
did
of
a
really
European
great
tour,
ones,
which
yeah.
had some pretty amazing gigs, but there's also, you know, amazing gigs that we've played in the U.S. and
Last night in Lancaster.
Yeah,
It's,
that was really
yeah,
awesome,
it's much
yeah.
harder for me to choose a
a
favorite
best
show.
gig. Yeah, I don't.
We've been lucky enough to play a lot of really good ones.
Yeah. Well, it's Mannequin Pussy from Philadelphia. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave all the links in the video description below as always. Please feel free to give this video a like, check out my other videos, and subscribe.
Cool.